Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the final of the ladies' trips. It's Ellen Cawker and her team from Widenham versus Pam Cole-Cook and her team from Banners Rest. Okay. The ladies have just begun, so they are still playing their trial ends. The men got started a little bit earlier. That game is Albert Munich from Heberdean versus Terence McGlynn from Riverside. Hopefully you can all hear me this time. We had a little bit of a problem with the sound in the first game. I think I have figured it out. Let's hold thumbs. If you can hear, let me know in the comments. I hope you can hear me all. Pam Cole-Cook and Ellen Cawker are old hands at this. This should be an interesting game. Okay, I think I've muted it. They are. You can keep up with live scoring on the website as well. KBA's website is www.kingfisherba.co.za, and just go to the live scoring page and we will try to update the scores end for end. Currently the men are Terence up 2-0 after the first end on Albert Munich from Heberdean. I have been told that you can hear me, so hopefully that stays for the rest of the game. It's been a lovely day for bowls. A little bit windy, but nothing like we had last weekend for the prelim masters. And there's been some fantastic bowls this morning. For those of you that missed it, we did stream the semi-final of the men between the Bell and Albert. That's currently playing in the final. You will be able to watch that game on YouTube as well if you just go and have a look on our channel. Right, and that's trial ends over for the ladies, and now the game starts for serious. Please let your fellow bowlers and your bowls groups know that we are live. You can share the link if you found it on the notice board. We had 100 viewers for the first streaming game today. Let's see if we can beat that record. We're up to 14 at the moment. Oh, that's a lovely draw. Oh, what a good try. Just caught the jack on the wrong side. I do apologize for all the sounds around us. It's quite noisy here today. Between machines going and tennis players playing, I hope it doesn't affect the sound too badly.
I said, you know, it's just reserved for the umpires.
They just stream. The men's game between Albert Munich and Terence McGlynn is peeled after 2 on 2. Doctor, I need all the assistance I can get now. A little bit heavy from Pam. Line looks good though. Oh, Pam's adjusted her weight, lovely. What a good ball. Ellen is playing for it. Just missed her line. One shot to Pam Colcook. I'm just going to turn the sound off for a bit while the cars move around. There we go. Let's hope that's the last of the interruptions, besides me fiddling that I'm sure you can hear. I'm just going to try and adjust the mic so that you can hear what's going on the green a little bit too. Just running a bit to Amanda there. Looks like Riverside scored on the last end for the men. I will let you know the score as soon as I can see it. For those of you that don't know, we're playing at AMBC today. AMBC is the bowling club at Umdani Retirement Village in Pennington.
Oh no, Mike!
AMBC, of course, is an Alexander Memorial Bowling Club. That existed here before the retirement village was built, and when they did 25 years or so ago, they came into the village as their bowling club. In the last end, Terence picked up one, so it is 3-2 to Terence on the third end. Can't quite see who's holding there for the ladies. Another one to Pamela Cook. You seem done it again. just had a small oops there with the camera being lagging rather badly behind. I have switched them out now. That should have solved that problem.
Widenham. George is holding for Widenham.
I'm sure you heard that whisper that Georgie is holding for Widenham there. Ah, she was holding for Widenham. Well bowled, Pam.
Fair is holding for Riverside.
Pam's Ellen just missing everything there. I hope the wind isn't coming through too badly on the mic. Oh, well tried. Definitely cut it down. Just the one. The men on end 4 peeled on 3. Looks like Riverside just picked up another 3. No, Terrence picked up 2 there, not 3. So they are now 5-3 up on the 5th end. I just came to see how the technology works. The whisper you can hear is Cleve from the South Room. Doesn't realise that the mic picks up everything. Alright.
Sorry.
I'm probably the most popular and least popular person here today at the moment. Most popular because everyone wants to know what I'm up to. Least popular is when they discover that I might ask them to speak along with me. They all discover they're very shy. That includes my mother, the new KBA Ladies Competition Secretary. That's avoiding me like the plague. For those of you that don't know, we had our District AGM on Monday. And we had a few changes, one of which being Sherilyn coming in as Ladies Competition Secretary and Bruce Burt exiting as our President. Hans van der Walt took his position now, and Jessica Henderson has come in to replace Hans as Vice President. Very good ball from Pam there. For those that have just joined us, welcome. The score is currently 3-0 to Pam Cook over Ellen Cawker. And on the men's side it is 5-3 to Terence McGlynn, playing Albert Munich from Heberden on the fifth end there. Oh, what a lovely ball from Pam. She's definitely on form today. They had a very good game, the semi-final against the Bell, winning that quite easily. Taking 2 out there for Banner's Rest. Looks like 2 it is. Makes the score 5-0 to Pam Cook after 4 ends. Sorry, I've been told it's 6-0 to damn cold cook. Pam playing her short ends like she tends to like.
Oh, sorry.
Ellen's not happy with the length of that jack. Score for the men is 6 to Terence McGlynn to Albert Minnick's 3 on the 6th end. And the jack was short. You'll see that Ellen is playing with a substitute today. Her original lead fell and hurt herself, so we had to pull some names out of a hat this morning, and Beryl Findlay from here at AMBC came out. She seems to have had a good day for Ellen, having won both the quarter and semi-finals with her.
The diary meetings.
I think one of the next pieces of equipment I have to invest in was a live sign, so people know when I'm busy streaming, especially now as we are trying to do commentary as well. Which you may enjoy, or you may get tired of my voice very quickly. Looks like Terence has picked up 3 on their side. That makes it 12-3 to them. We are doing live scoring for both games that you can keep track of via the website. Or if you're on the notice board group, if you scroll back, you will see the link to the file that you can open on your phone and keep track of all the live scores. Amanda trying hard, they're just a little bit short. Looks like Banner's holding 4 there at the moment. cut that down nicely there for Ellen. Very good bowl from her. The greens look like they've been running very nicely today. A little bit sticky in the first game, but definitely sped up quite a lot in the semi-final and now for the final. Oh, what a lovely bowl from Ellen. They're going to measure for shot, I assume. And after the measure from the umpire, it's a no shot. For those of you that aren't sure what that means, it means that the score just gets brought down and you move on to the next end without any change to the score. As soon as I find out what the score is, I'll let you know for the men. It is a bit difficult to see from our corner, so I've got to send runners around. Both leads a little bit short on their first bowls there.
It's still 12-4 to Terence. 12-4 to Terence, I think.
With the men, it's on the 8th end, 12-4 to Terence. Ellen looks like she's got a good bowl there.
Huh?
Oh, just missing the jack.
He did.
What a good try.
Oh, but
He's back there to give you.
they're a bit weary. We might lose a
It has been a beautiful day for bowls. Been a bit windy. That wind's got a bit of chill to it, but it's lovely on that bowling green, and the wind hasn't been enough to affect the bowls themselves. Keeps the bowlers on the green cool. Score for the men: Terence McGlynn 12, Albert Munich 6. Looks like Heberdean holding a shot there for the men. Amelia taking the mat up. Pam. I'm sure Terence will try to run his next bowl. Maybe they've just been a bit short there. Pam picked up another shot there, so it's 7-0 to her after 6 ends. And Albert just picked up some shots now on his side. I'll let you know how many in a few moments. Been a nice turnout of spectators today as well. There always is at AMBC, with most of the members living here. Albert picked up 3 there, so it's now 12-9 to Terence on the 10th end. bowl of Georgie's coming in quite nicely. Oh, just a little bit heavy. I think Banners is holding 2 there.
It looks like Banners are holding 3.
I'm sure you all heard that. Banners holding 3. We just moved the men's flipboard so we can see the score a little bit better from where we are. That's looks like the shot from Pam, maybe second. Pam just getting caught there. Banners could be holding 4 there at the moment. Oh, Ellen just pulling up short. There's 2 taken out for Banners. That's 3. Looks like 3 to Pamkel Cook. That makes it 10-0 after 7 ends. And on the men's side, Heberdine's just picked up another 2. So it is now 10-12 to Riverside on the 11th end.
Oh, they've come back, eh?
I have, sorry, 11-12 to Heberdean on the 11th end. And just measuring the jack there. You put it out a bit short. Amelia pulling up 2 meters short there on her first bowl. And Beryl running a few meters through, but she's picked up the jack. Very nice bowl. Well done. Amelia just running a bit too far. And I knew Mr. President, Mr. Hans van der Walt, just sat down next to me. Those of you that followed the Prelim Masters would have heard him chatting to you last week. Afternoon, Hans.
Hey, Kiran. Thank you very much for the invite to come sit talk to you.
You seem to be the only one brave enough. Everyone else is avoiding me like the plague.
No, I'm just watching the balls on this green. The green's quite heavy. I measured it this morning. It's running at 10.5. And like on ring 4, where Riverside is playing Aberdeen, they were well up. The score was 12-0, and all of a sudden Aberdeen is back in the game.
Yes.
It shows you how this green is actually influencing the standard of bowls taking place. And on ring 3, Banner's Race is running completely away with Widenham. And it's not that they play bad bowls, it's just they
can't find the weight.
Yeah, first on the jacks got the
shot.
game. Yeah.
Now you played your semi-final against Albert Munich, is that right?
That's it, yeah. They gave us a good smack. Albert played very well. The last 3 ends, we managed to get a few balls in the head. We were lying 3 or 4. The last end, we actually were lying 5, and Albert kept on getting the shot. He was very well. He played very well this morning. And I can see exactly he's doing the same to Terence at this stage. Every time the Terence is lying a few shots, Albert will come and he will either draw the shot or cut it down to only 1.
And I think with it being 2 bowl trips, it also takes Terence's drive shots out a little bit. He's got less chance to fix if he misses, and forcing him to draw. Not that Terence can't draw, he draws beautifully.
Yeah,
but it does change the tactics of the game a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I saw Terence draw a drive twice today for the whole day. And further on his drawing, and he's actually a very, very, very good drawer of the ball. He's working very hard. I heard that they say he's trying to win the trips. Then he basically won all the disciplines in our district except the men's 4s. I don't know how far that is correct, but that's what I heard. They're talking about half time. So he's going out everything to win this.
To try and win everything for the year.
Yeah.
Terence definitely the best bowler in the district at the moment.
By far.
By far, yes.
By far. And he's still young, eh?
Yes, well, I had to ask him the other day how old he is, because he seems to have been under 30 for a long time. And he's only 28, so yes.
Yes, I think they came to our district when he was 24. He started at Margate Bowling Club, and from Margate Bowling Club he went over to Riverside. And he's all the time with they always just did the same thing again to them. They just drew the shot again there on ring 4. Okay, Widenham was playing with a substitute today because of the one lady who fell yesterday and hurt
her shoulder, yes.
Yeah. But they did well this morning to win their first
quarters
game.
and semi, yes.
Correct.
Yes. I was just saying to the people earlier as well that she's playing with a substitute. And Beryl seems to have done very well for her.
Not bad.
And I don't think I've seen any really bad bowls. I think, as you say, it's just get the shot, keep the shot at the moment.
There's Terence going with a drive.
Terence almost.
Yeah, I think he gave away 3 shots there now.
It's possible.
If I look at it's black ball, brown ball. Yeah, then
Yes.
they showed 3 out. He was
It
only
looks-
1 down and now he's 3 down.
Yes.
That's a danger on this green.
That's always the danger when you run at it.
Exactly.
You either get everything or nothing.
That shows you the commentator's curse. That just when we said Terence is not running, we ran and we got a bad result.
True.
On the women, it seems like Widenham picked up the end now.
Yes, it does look like it.
So
We'll
they're
just see.
off the 0, so they got now 2. It looks like 11-2 to Vanna's rest. Now look at this Terence. He just had a drive. He's drawing and he's going to. And he draw the
Oh,
shot. That
that's a
is
beautiful shot.
absolutely brilliant. You know, to play a drive like he just did and then draw the shot is.
Yes, it's definitely the more difficult shots to play. And being able to drive and then draw is what separates the men from the boys.
Correct, you're 100% correct on that one. From what impresses me is in the men's side, Ferro is playing a very steady game. And the lead of Aberdeen,
Eddie.
Eddie, he's not standing back for
Eddie Milne.
yeah, he's not standing back for Ferro, but you can see Ferro is a very constant player. He's actually a very, very, very good player. Yeah, he's selected in the squad game against Natal Inland. Ferro is going to play for the open side lead. Terence is one of the open side skips. In the men's side, Tim is playing second for the open side. Then Paul Hare from Aberdeen is the only guy playing inter-districts of Aberdeen. So they've got one inter-district player against 3 on the Riverside.
For those of you that don't know, the 3 districts, NIBA, Port Natal and us, have organised to play practice games in about a month's time. It's the first time we've done it. It'll be very good for our district voters to get the practice in, to play against the other districts.
Yeah. The first practice game is at Stella Park on the 9th, the men, and the women is on Westville.
That's the 9th of November.
9th of November, yeah.
And then they come down here at the end of November.
The 30th of November, they Port Natal is playing against us. The women is playing, if I can remember correctly, Amansamtoti, and the men were supposed to play at Mdoni, but Mdoni's greens is not 100%, that's artificial greens, so therefore they're going to play at Scottsboro. And that's all to do with transport arrangements for the people not to travel
Yes,
too fast.
not to travel too much, yes. But I think it'll be very good for all 3 districts to have those practice games against other district bowlers.
Yes.
Lift the standard of all the bowls.
Yeah, it's especially for us for the selectors on the KBA side. In the men's side, there's still a bit of uncertainty. On the B side, what is to be done there so we can improve their standard of play in the inter-districts. The others is basically 99% sorted out. There is a possibility maybe 2 changes on lead positions and that, but further on, nothing. We might look at the 9th of November when we play Natal Inland after the first game to just change 2 or 3 players around to see how the combinations is, because it's all to get the combinations right.
Playing these practice games this time of the year gives you that chance to play with the teams and look at combinations.
That's correct. What we also said to the teams is they can go ahead and they start practicing as teams together, because if there's a change, it will be at the most be one guy change.
I must say I've liked seeing both the men and the women's districts players this year doing a lot of practicing.
Yes.
And not just playing practice games, but exercises, putting in a lot of work.
Yeah, I must tell you, Kieran, I'm watching the games now for the last 3 or 4 weeks, basically all the finals and semi-finals and stuff, and I can see the men who's getting their practice from Glenn Evans.
What a lovely bowl from Amanda.
On the jack there.
On the jack.
Yeah, brilliant. And I can see the improvement in the bowls. It shows you that this exercises is working. it is definitely paying off.
Just one sec.
And 10-2
Just to keep you updated with the men, the score is now 13-11 to Terence after 12 ends. We do play 18 ends for the 2-bowl trips, so they still have a few ends to go. The ladies are only on the eighth end, so but they did get started a bit later than the men did, with Ellen having quite a slow game for her semi-final.
It looks like they're on ring 4 where the men is playing that Pharaoh's lying the shot there.
It does look like Pharaoh's lying, yes. Well, Eddie looks like he's got two very good second shots.
Yeah, very good. But those greens, if there's balls around the jack, it's very difficult to get in there because it doesn't allow you to bend. The balls doesn't bend.
But it's the end of the year greens.
Yep.
The greens are either closed or really need to be.
Look at Albert now. He just draw the.
Oh, he just fell out. That was so close.
Oh.
So that's another shot to Terence.
Yeah.
It's now 14-11 to Terence after 13 ends.
Yeah,
Just
you're
change
right.
that. There we go.
He just draw the shot there on ring 4, but Pharaoh followed up with another good shot. Let's see what Eddie is doing. He's not.
No, he's going to be short. I assume the ladies there are. Was that one? I think it's another one to Pam.
Yeah. They're slowly moving away with this game.
Yes, Pam's had a very good
Team.
Her and her team have had a very good day.
Yeah. You know, but we must remember Pam is a current veteran Springbok. Amelia, Protea.
Yeah.
Amelia is playing for the open side for 4 years already.
Yes.
And Amanda has just been selected for the B squad.
And she did pretty well in the prelim masters last
Correct,
week.
correct.
Yes.
Yeah, and Pam and Amelia are both master players.
Yes. But I mean, Ellen was a past Springbok. Georgie has been in the district side many times.
Correct.
There's some very good bowlers on this green today.
No, you're 100% correct there.
Now you can play.
And then there's the rest of us that play the easiest game from the bank.
Yeah.
It's always very easy to second guess the shots from here.
Correct, correct. The best players is always sitting in the banks like rugby.
Yes.
Okay.
Now I'm just going to turn the sound off while this noise goes on.
Darren's doing there now.
Oh, he's just running through. Missed his line.
I wonder who's lying there. It looks like the Pharaoh. Oh, there's Amanda moving the jack here.
Yes, just not staying with it. Those of you that are watching at the moment or have please remember to subscribe to the channel and like the videos, share it with your bowling friends and on your bowls groups. The more people that we can get to watch, the better for bowls in general.
Georgie just throw the shot there.
A lovely bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's enough ends for Ellen to come back here, and you really can't count her out.
No, you can't. No, not with her experience.
No. And I always say it only takes one end and it flips the whole game on its head.
You're 100% correct.
You go from cruising to an easy win to losing the game before you realise it. Looks like Eddie might be holding second there.
Ooh. You can see there now on the ring 4. It's a typical example. Because of the heaviness of the green, the bowl doesn't bend in. If you put a little bit of weight on, it's through to get the bend.
Yes, and if you have a look, the lines are pretty consistently good,
Correct.
but the weight is all over the place.
Yes.
But I always say it's the same for both sides. It's just whoever adjusts to it first and adjusts to do it better.
Yeah, that's what I normally say. It's either the green suits you or it doesn't suit you, but it's the person who adapt to it.
Yes.
You can't blame the green. You are the guy delivering the bowl.
But us bowlers do like to blame everything but ourselves.
No, you're 100% correct. How many viewers we got today, Kiran?
Well, we've got 23 watching at the moment, and we've had 124 during the stream.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The first stream we only had I think about 80, but
18 or 80?
80.
80, that's good.
But I think with the sound being a bit of a problem, that does affect how many people tune in.
And they must remember that we're in a phase where we are experimenting, and you are definitely not a specialist SABC cameraman or a commentator.
No, this is all a learning curve, and I've had to teach myself how to do it all. And between not having the right equipment and not really knowing what I'm doing half the time, it's not going too badly.
No, I think you're doing a great job. You know what's interesting is that we've got this functionality going, or this thing streaming going in our district, and we're only using 2 cell phones, old Telkom what do you call it? Router, which we picked up this week.
I must say, using that today, it's definitely made a difference.
The streaming better.
The quality, I think, is a little bit better, or more consistent than trying to use the phone as a router or tuning into the club's Wi-Fi, which can disappear on you pretty quickly when everyone logs in.
You see, if we can just get a cameras which we can tilt actually move it around, then we can zoom in on the heads and show the people. Maybe there's somebody
Yes.
out there who wants to sponsor or something like that.
I would love somebody to sponsor it. I have found a Xiaomi PTZ Pilt 10
Mhm.
pan tilt zoom camera system that doesn't cost an arm and a leg and should work well for us. They're only about 1,500 Rand each. So if anybody's listening and you're feeling generous, you know who I am, and if you don't, I'll let you know.
Yeah, it's only going to cost you 2,600 Rand, and we've got two brilliant cameras.
Look, those little cameras, they would work nicely, and you know, the quality of the picture's not bad on the cell phones, but it would be nice to be able to zoom in a little bit if the action's a bit far away, or if the jack is in the ditch, to be able to turn the camera down and have a look at it.
Yeah.
But again, you know, while we can, I think people are just happy that they're able to tune in
yes.
and see what's going on with the games.
Our feedback on our AGM was very positive for this. I just want to give the people a feedback up here. It seems like Pam just won at this end again on ring 3, and where the men are playing on ring 4, Paul here just played an immaculate shot. Ferro was lying on the jack and he played a nick and lay, and he's got the shot there. So at this stage, Ibrahim is lying there, and the score on that side is 11-15 to Riverside. So, and on ring 3, the score is 12-3 to Banner's Rest, where Pam, Amelia, and Amanda is playing.
And it looks like Pam's picked up a couple more there, or one more there. We'll see now in a moment when they change the flipboard.
They just nearly draw the shot again. Yeah, that guy can draw.
Oh, he draws beautifully. Score?
They haven't changed it, you can hit me as soon as they change it.
Okay.
Okay, you will excuse me now.
Thank you, Hans.
Thank you for allowing me to sit with you. At least
Always a
it's
pleasure.
yeah, it's not. At least it's not me sitting here for 2 hours and talking.
No, they've got to suffer listening to my voice for 2 hours. But yes, it was nice to
Thank you,
have you
Kevin.
joined me.
You're doing a great job here.
Thank you, Hans.
Everybody in the KBA is appreciate what you're busy doing, and I can't wait to see where we're going on the end. I just want to check this shot finish. Oh, and Terence just played a nick and lay on his ball, and he made it a shot.
Yeah, he just finished
Oh,
the
no, they
shot.
hold, no, they said
Oh,
they're
no.
still holding. Paul just said they're holding, and he said
He's
the opposite.
declaring.
Yeah, declare it.
I don't blame him. Shots that you've got is better than the
Yes.
in that context.
You want to folk mark me? I've seen people making that thing where you declare and just throw the ball and hit the head.
Yes, people are watching. Please don't roll your balls up to the head after you've declared it.
Pick up the
Carry it
mat.
up,
Yeah, pick up the mat and say you declared it.
and until their head is broken up, don't do anything with your ball. Stand there with it in your hand, because if you send it up even without the mat and it hits the head, it's tough luck.
Thanks, Kieran.
Thanks, Hans. The score. Okay, we're just waiting for the ladies to change their flipboard so we can tell you what the score is at the moment. The men, it is 12-15 to Terence on the 15th. So there's 3 shots in it with 3 bowls ends to go. For those of you interested, in the couple of months that we've been doing this, we've already had 10,000 views and almost 400 watch hours on our channel, which is very good. And thank you to everybody that tunes in and shares and subscribes, and lets others know what's going on. The whole point of us doing this is, besides to grow the sport as a whole and possibly attract sponsors, is also to involve the district in the bowls of the district. So often the bowlers don't really know what's going on in the KBA competitions, and we are trying to keep everybody updated with live scoring that anybody can tune in to see, and district-wide notice boards to keep everybody updated, and then of course the streaming that you can sit in your lounge and watch the bowls being played in the district instead of having to travel perhaps 60-70 kilometers to go support your team. You can do it from home. This is the last competition of the year. The only things left are the Sevens League next month and Masters. We will of course be streaming the Masters. Either I will be doing it, or we will see about hiring somebody to do it for us. But you will be able to watch the games during the Masters. And we are planning on, if possible, broadcasting that through BSA's channel, so that there's a lot more people that see it as well and have access to it. That's why I ask people to subscribe. The more you subscribe and like and comment, feel free to chat and say what you think of the games and of the streaming, and whether you would like me to be quiet now or would you like to hear more of me. The more you interact with the channel, the more it is recommended to others. The more we can get interest in the sport. Just an interesting thing that was brought up at the AGM, the KBA by numbers is now the 8th largest district in the country. There are 20 districts, and we grew by almost 100 members, which is more than any other district in the country this last year. people have the impression that we are a small district, but we're not really. And I've spoken to several people that have come from up country or of late, joined our clubs or visited our clubs in the last few months, and without fail they're all surprised at the quality of bowlers that we have in our district, which they shouldn't be. But it is an impression of the rest of the country that we are the less accomplished, one of the less accomplished districts, and it's a reputation we don't really deserve. I do apologize, I seem to have fallen behind on the scoring a little bit. It is 17-2 to Banner's Rest and Pam Colcook's team on the 11th end, and with the men, after 16 ends, it is 15 to Terence McGlynn and 13 to Albert Munich. They're playing the 17th at the moment. Still could go any way there. Thank you, Jan. I'm doing my best. I hope it's coming through loud and clear this time. We did have a problem in the first game where we thought it was all streaming with sound. I had Bruce Burt chatting to me for about half an hour before we realized we were talking to ourselves. But it was a nice conversation, so I can't complain. I will perhaps track him down the next time we stream. Hopefully you'll actually be able to hear it. With the men, it looks like Ferro is holding shot, and oh, Terence just drew a lovely second. Not sure if they're holding any others there.
No,
Two. If you're wandering around the strange sounds in the background, there is a tennis match going on next door to us. Oh, Ellen. Yeah, it's pulling up half a metre short. Yeah, Widenham is holding 2 at the moment for the ladies. Oh, they were holding 2 and Pam's just drawn a lovely shot. There's space there for Ellen to come in. Oh, what a lovely bowl. That was a beautiful bowl from Ellen. That makes it 17-3 on the 12th end to Pamela Cook. And the men is 18-13 after 17. So this is their last end. Certainly not impossible to pick up 6 on the last end, but it is a tall ask in the context of the men's game. But as we all know, anything can happen. Farah just dropped 2.5 meters short. Ellen playing long ends to Pam's short. Eddie Milne just drew a shot. That's one of the 5 they need for an extra end, or one of the 6 they need to win. Let's see. Farah looks like he's just drawn the shot there for Riverside on the men's side. Now the shadows are coming over. It will definitely change the speed of the green again. Could be to Ellen's advantage. Amelia drawing the shot. On the men's side, Tim just moved Eddie's bowls out a little bit, so they're probably holding 2 there, maybe 3. And Paul from Aberdeen just put the jack in the ditch. I don't think it's possible for them to get their 5 though.
They're holding 2 with 2 balls to come.
Yeah, as you just heard, they're holding 2 with 2 to come. Very well tried from Aberdeen. It was a good game to watch. But maybe Albert can drive a couple of balls into the ditch and stay on the green. It's not impossible. Amelia definitely holding shot there. They're only holding 1. And Terence just drew second shot and put the last nail in the coffin for Albert and his team from Aberdeen. I don't know if you could hear that, but Albert being typical Albert. Just falling in. Very well bowled to Aberdeen. They really had a good day, and well done to Riverside for winning the men's trips. 18-14 the final score. The ladies still got a few ends to go. Amelia's still holding shot there, nothing's really changed as far as that goes. I'm just going to turn the sound off for a bit while the noise goes on around me. I think Bamcock picked up another shot there. It makes it 18-3 on the 13th. And they're measuring for a short jack. The umpire seems to be missing in action. Sure, they'll track him down in a moment. Well, they've agreed that it's in, so the game will continue. I'm going to see if I can track down Albert and Terence and convince them to come and chat to you for a couple of minutes. Let you hear their thoughts on the game. It has been reasonably difficult to get anybody to sit down and chat with me. But I think it's something that we're all going to have to get used to. Having cameras on us and microphones and being asked to do interviews. It is the way of things all over the world with bowls at the moment, which is good. It's probably the only way we're going to be able to see bowls on our TVs and our phones is to do it ourselves. And the more we can get it out there, the more the sport's going to grow. A good percentage of the people that actually see our videos, not necessarily live streamed, but later on YouTube, which, in case you don't know, these games are saved on YouTube, so you can watch them back if you like, or let your friends and family and neighbors and fellow bowlers know that they can go and watch it whenever they like if they missed it. And as I say, a good percentage of the people that actually view our videos are not directly linked to KBA. There's quite a lot that are probably not even bowlers that have seen our videos. And that's how we get interest in our sport and keep it growing. Oh, I see the two men wandering along reluctantly to come and say hello. Albert, well tried.
Okay, thank you.
Well done, Terence.
Sure, thank you. Thanks.
Very good games. All your games today have been very good games to watch.
Yeah, thank you. Enjoyable. Yeah, it was.
The greens didn't look easy, but you made it look easy sometimes.
Very tricky. Very tricky. Some rings are slow hand on the one hand, fast hand on the other hand. So it's the one who is just the best that got through.
But as I say, very well bowled, both of you. Terence, how did you find it? I assume just as difficult as everyone else?
Just as difficult. Like Albert says, sort of first person that gets it and finds it the fastest has got the upper hand.
We were just saying with Hans as well that get the shot, keep the shot.
Yes.
It's unfortunately that time of the year where all the greens are either ready to close or should be closed.
Or just open.
Or just opened, yes.
Yeah.
It's always the most difficult time of the year to play bowls.
Oh, for sure. But we're glad we've achieved the silver medal.
Yes.
We got further than we thought we were going to get, so we're happy.
You know, as I always say, Albert, you can't tell the outcome before it starts.
Yeah.
And sometimes the ones you expect to win do it, and sometimes the ones you least expect to do it win. And as I say, I've watched all your games today, and both of your teams have played some excellent bowls. And it's been fun to watch.
We had a bit scared this morning.
But you came back. In case those of you that are listening don't know, you guys were behind, were you? And you picked
18 shots.
Yeah. And that one end turned the whole thing around, and they won it in the end. Yeah. Against Lofermulen from the Bell. Yeah.
And we were down against Eddie.
Yes.
And then pick up two good ends. And we were peeling with the last end going, and fortunately we picked up the two. So
game's not done until it's done.
No, that's for sure.
That's the difference between the winners and the losers.
100%.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Well bowled.
Bye.
And for the ladies, it is now 19 to Pam Kookabanna's roast and 3 to Ellen after 14 ends. If Pam picks up shots on this end, the game's pretty much finished. There's maybe one end after this if she picks up the shots. Now with those shadows coming across, it does make it a bit more difficult to see with the contrast between light and dark. It can make drawing the shot interesting, finding your weight. Amanda just falling short there. I apologize, I forgot to change the camera. Looks like Widenham holding the shot there for the moment. Just been a little bit heavy there. Oh, Pam, what a lovely ball. Pam's definitely been on form today. Always lovely to watch her draw a shot. Oh! Very well tried from Ellen. One shot to Pam. That puts Banners 23 up on the 15th end.
I'll play the last end.
Yeah, this will this will be the last end. Yes. No matter what happens, yeah, the game can't change. Thank you to our new subscribers. We have grown a few since the streaming started today. Always nice to see. Just dropping short. Amanda getting second shot there. Oh, Georgie's lovely weight, just not getting the line.